You right, Paul? Can you hear this? Oh, wow. There we go.
Right. National League, Division 1, second string singles. At the service end from Radley, we have Craig Greenhalgh. And from the receiver's end from Cambridge, Alex Evans. Match is the best of 3 6-game sets. Love all. Play. Chase, second gallery.
Okay, this is Robert Shenkman on the mic before Jimmy Campbell gets here, where I think we'll be doing a bit of a team effort, but there we go. First point of the match into the second gallery. I reckon we'll see a lot of that this evening.
15 love. Dino. Chase, half a yard. Better than half a yard.
Yeah, with the dodgy ringer as well is going to play for them.
I don't have an affiliation. I don't have an affiliation. No.
15 all. First chase is
Railroads from Evans, as per.
30-15. Chase
Better than half.
better
Craig's
than
going to
half
wind
a
up.
yard.
Craig's going to wind up at this one. Here we go. Third time lucky. Here we go. Oh, so good. So good. We love to see that. We love to see that.
30 all.
That's what you practice for. Yeah, well played, Craig.
30.
Well played.
Game. 1 game to love. Receiver lead.
First game to Craig. Good one to win from 30-15 down.
Love.
Force.
Chase. Nearly a yard worse than last gallery.
Craig all over it.
No. Out. $30-15. Chase, 3 yards. I have no idea where the ball was.
Why did you turn your backhand there? Just hit the forehand. All right, one game to love to Craig.
Chase,
30-15
nearly a
Evans.
yard worse than last gallery.
Evenly poised. Oh, I think OK's missed a fault there.
Won the chase, 30 all.
That
Chase,
fault call.
3 yards. Fault.
You do.
Yes, well, with the best intentions.
That's pathetic.
All up. Yeah. Lost
And
the
that won't be
chase,
beating
fell
3.
back to
40-30
5.
Craig.
40-30.
Cut volley surely. Oh,
Jeez.
don't think he meant to hit it there.
One fault. Chase, worse than 4.
That's a great ball. Great ball from Craig. Advantage. And he's 1 game up.
Chase.
He's not. He's playing 8-ball pool. An online poker.
Wouldn't you want me to hear the stats?
Not really.
After the first.
Great use of the
Advantage,
online scoring app by
receiver,
OK.
Chase, worse
Who's
than
sat in the
4.
Dillon next to me. He's got it on his Android. I don't think it's available on iOS actually. Come on, Craig, down to his backhand.
Won the chase and
Terrible
the
call
game.
from me, but that'll do, Craig. That'll do. 2
2
love.
games to love. Shot. 15 love. Fault. Chase the door. $30 love. $15-30. Dario. $40-30, 1 chase.
check and sausage roll.
Well hungry. I literally eat a lot today.
Rob Shenkman's nutrition sponsored by the Dog and Duck.
What? I don't eat brilliant. I don't eat much.
Yeah. It's those chains. Those shows the
Real badge.
40-30, the server leads, chases the door. On it. Juice. Chase the door. Was it second? Oh, yeah, I can quite see. Let's chase the line. Two chase it. Juice chase second gallery. Advantage.
Right,
Chases
back.
the line.
Slightly questionable choice from Craig there. I'm really sorry, mate. Wasn't the one I'd have gone for. Right, chase the line. Here we go. Make amends.
Game.
Energy.
1 game to 2.
1 game to 2. Could have been 3 love, but there we go. We go again.
I hit your foot, yeah? 15 love.
Pass its foot. Good honesty from Evans. Think they teach that here.
30 love.
Hashtag head's gone, maybe. It's hit his foot, that's it. Played. Oh, Craig. Great hustle, great hustle.
40 love.
What you got to do on this court? Got to hustle. Ed K knows that. Chase, chase, chase. Oh,
This is
40
the
love and a
second
chase.
gallery. 40 love, 1 chase.
Recipe for success.
You going to any of the eliminators?
You what, mate?
You planning on going to any of the eliminators?
No, I'm not. I've got quite a big week that week, so I'm going out on the Wednesday. Got an essay handed on the Wednesday, and I'll be going out, and then got this indoor cricket finals day on the Saturday, so I can't really...
40 love, the server leads, chase second gallery.
What do you think about that camera?
Well, that could do. That
Won
could
the
do.
chase.
That's won it.
And
3-1.
the game. 3 games. to
Radley
1.
lead.
Server leads.
That's very kind of you. Thank you. Much appreciated. Thank you.
15 love.
That's a good read.
Chases the second gallery. Out of court. Phone fault. $15-0.
Weird volleying on this court, I think. I think the ball's quite big, from my experience. Probably
One fault.
explains why. I think you probably get more racket errors off the volley than other places. I think you're there a bit early. Just my opinion. Three straight tambers has cost him there. Unlucky, but well played, Evans. Hanging in there.
Chase, better than 3. 2 chases. You've already warmed them up on Chrissy.
Still no sign of Jimmy Campbell.
So it's quite close. Quite early doors. Yeah.
Can't believe he's still at this university. He is so old.
He's the Oxford Pro, so he's advanced in this year.
He is living proof that if you stay at university long enough, you will get a blue.
Probably, yeah.
Actually, half blue, half blue. I can't credit him with that.
30-15,
level of,
server leads, Chase
achievement.
second gallery.
Right, this game's in the balance again.
1 fault.
Second gallery to beat. Win the hazard, surely. Oh, Evans, clinical,
Won the
clinical,
chase.
clinical.
40-15, Chase better than 3.
Should be his game now. Yeah, well played, Craig, well played.
30-40.
That first
All
bounce
up
is
to
so
you.
crucial here. Perhaps more crucial on other courts. Got to get that length right. That's a good ball. Boast. Go on, get that. Yeah, well played. That's still a tough put away. For fuck's sake, read it. Read it. Go on.
Game. 2 games
Big game to win that.
3.
4-1 would have been tough to come back from, but 2-3 still in this set. Good fighter. Yeah, that's a great get.
15 love.
I've watched Alex Evans a lot. He gets a surprising amount of balls back. I say surprising because they just seem to come back. Like those 2 backhands there. They seem to be past
30
him.
love.
No, credit. They come back. Oh yeah, great ball, great ball.
15-30.
At the wrong end here, Craig. Come on, boy. Fast as shit. That'll do.
It's out.
Oh, so
30
unlucky.
all.
Right, big point. This big point. Time for a good serve. Oh yes,
Chase
that'll
is
do.
worse than second gallery.
I reckon he needed that. Right, big point again. Oh, clutch ball striking from Craig Greenhalgh.
40-30. Chase is
Come on.
worse than second gallery.
Oh, that won't cut it. Into the second, surely. Oh, no, he hasn't. Oh, my word. Oh, he will pay for not letting that bounce. He will pay. And he's paid with 4-2 scoreline.
4
Whoa.
games to 2.
Can't believe he's volleyed that.
15 love.
Oh, hashtag head's gone, I reckon. Wow, that was a big point.
30 love.
Yeah, definitely. I could be so good at that, honestly. There's a lot that goes through my head. That's great.
40
play.
love.
Just shows you how crucial momentum is in real tennis. It can literally change in a second. We were 30 all, no chases. Now it's looking very likely to be 5-2. And it could be now. Yeah, great choice. Yeah, super shot from Craig.
Game.
Super shot.
5-2.
That's 6 points in a row for the Oxford man. That could be good. Oh, he didn't mean it, but you know what?
15 love.
I'll give it to him. Yeah, cheeky smile. You know you didn't mean it, Craig. Should have apologised, let's be honest.
1 fault.
So you see people serving sort of the high serve and the railroad at Cambridge quite a lot. High drop especially, which Craig is doing here. Both great serves on this court, from my experience as well. Oh, that's beautiful. That's a super shot. That's a super shot. But yeah, as I was saying with the serve, it's one of those courts where I think if you really know what to do, when I say do, know what to serve on here, can put yourself in a really good position. Because in comparison to playing somewhere like Queen's or Middlesex or Lords, any of those other London courts, just a completely different game, I reckon. Yep,
40,
good length, that first bounce again, and 2 set points. Wow, 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 wow. And that's too good. Yep.
Game, and the first set. 6 games to 2.
He's put away that set pretty well from 3-2 up. Impressive serving.
Yeah, I think so. Stroke.
He's got to stay with the high serve, surely. It's given him a lot of success recently. Oh, he needed that.
Than 4.
He needed that. Slightly fortunate there, Evans, but see if he can make the most of it. Craig, stick with the high serve.
30 love.
Oh, don't give
Chase is better than 2. 2 chases.
It's boring, mate.
Professional job marking.
Is it all Batman?
Yeah, it is actually. The Joker and stuff like that. It's cool.
30 love. The server leads. First chase better than 4.
Yeah, the class. Slow.
15-30. Chase better than 2.
Great work attacking that forehand corner from Craig. I say attacking. Got his first bounce right.
Lost the chase. Fell 3 and 4. 40-15.
45 Evans though. There we go. Ball up. Let's be honest. How often do we see it? You win a set and then
30-40.
bang, the first game of that second set will just slip away from you. Sort of you relax. I think we all do it subconsciously. Oh, it's great pace. That's out. And a great shot from Craig. Great shot. Correct shot. Not much else on from there, but stuck it towards the dead on. Gallery. Oh, this is superb.
Chase.
Yeah. Ball
better
on a
than
string.
yard.
Ball on a string. Ronnie O'Sullivan. Oh, that's good from that. Go on, Craig. Oh, he didn't need to pick that.
Advantage.
Passion for darts.
Receiver,
again.
chase better than a
participates in the
yard.
league in his native Oxford. He's not native to Oxford, but where he lives at the moment.
Juice.
Apparently checked out 98 yesterday. So great match preparation. Tell you what, that's justice. That Nick looked down.
Advantage.
That's what I'm saying. I'm reviewing that. I'm reviewing that. I'll be claiming that. My hand will be in the air, sort of appealing. Oh, there's so many straight hammers here. I just don't know how it happens.
Game. 1 game to love.
Look for Ormond like a main wall, but Craig has stolen that one. Wow, a steal. It's won all the big points so far. Here we go. Could this be 15 love? Oh, yeah.
15 love.
Because there's no one to play with at Leamington. And I'm going for higher. I don't. I'm all over that deal. I'm all over that triangle move. Do you know what I mean? That transfer side. Chelsea have got the best deal out of it. 100%. Actually, no.
18 million, that's ridiculous price.
He's so much more than that. Giroud, like, he's a good player.
15-30.
He's got like 80 Premier League goals. He's got proven quality in the league. Do you know what I mean? Whereas they were going to go for like someone like Crouch, actually fast. What?
That's half Benteke.
Oh yeah, exactly. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's the age as well. They probably looked at his age and thought, yeah.
40-15.
But it's like, that's why. Fair enough, he puts the ball in the back there, and I like him for that. But
I look back against Milton Keynes, against Melbourne Forest.
oh yeah, he'll do it against like spastics. Like,
He's a lazy.
That's out of court.
you know what I mean? You need like
Game. 2 games to love.
3 games. Needs for 3 games. He couldn't score a goal. Like big game against Arsenal. He's not going to score a goal. That's why they play Hazard like false 9.
15 love.
Harry went to Chelsea and sat behind the dugouts next to Ray Wilkins. Yes, no, that's what Harry says.
Massive alcoholic.
Fifteen all.
Just needs to get chased. Not about galleries. Oh my god. Oh, the change of pace.
30-15.
Down the middle solves the riddle, eh, Craig? We all know that. All the best penalties go down the middle.
40-15.
His head just disappears. He just doesn't concentrate. For like 3-4 points at a time. It's like you play really well, and it's like bang. Oh right, okay, I'm just gonna hit 3 in the net. Straight to
Bolt.
volley that. Well, looks like a good bubble.
Down. Better than 3.
But we'll never know. I'd be interested to see how Aubameyang gets on. Like Lacazette is a similar sort of price, obviously similar sort of goal scoring records. You know what I mean? Like, I think sometimes it's not necessarily the striker; it's the team they're playing in. Yeah. Right? And I just don't think Arsenal scored creative chances for their strikers. And like Giroud, like obviously scored 105 goals in 280 games, right? And he was like,
Sorry.
similar sort of
Game score is 2 games to love to you. And it's 40-15 receiver. Chases better than 3. Bolt.
We've got 2 decent sort of Sturridge as well. Sturridge came on that 7-0 Spartak game after 70 minutes. I was jogging around at half the pace that Salah was in 70.
Lost it.
I saw Sturridge in my local Sainsbury's actually.
30-40.
People say about the team you're in, it doesn't work in that team.
Yeah. He was classed with Suarez. Oh my god! I can't believe Liverpool didn't win the league that year. I was so upset. I really wanted to win.
Game. 3 games to love.
It's good league. Chelsea have got a shocking result as well. Like Chelsea might have, but like Chelsea have got an awful result. Like they just somehow just like last didn't I? Like, how have we lost? How have we lost? How at home?
15 love.
They need to win the FA Cup or something.
Chase.
Hazard.
Hazard the
Eden.
door. Bolt.
Liverpool always just has such great attacking players. Like even like in the 15, 16 season, when like it was sort of Liverpool like 6th or 7th or whatever. They were always just really attack minded. I think that was Klopp's first season. Just set up to attack. Yeah, I know.
And do you think it's got to be the coaching at some point? Better than that guy, better than Matt.
Down.
Are they better?
15 all.
I've seen it's very structured, but it's the two, Matip and Van Dijk at the back.
Yeah, Van Dijk was I think he's
No Gomez falls asleep.
yeah, I did.
It's good to play going forward. And Moreno should play. He's up there this season, but Robertson's is probably.
30
Is he
15.
right footed or is he left back?
He's left back. I'm not sure he's actually left back.
Yeah. It's weird, isn't it? He was alright at Hull actually. But he's been given his chance, he's taken it.
He's going to get Maris out of the
Yeah, he would never play. He wouldn't play.
It's also cool that for them that
40 15, one chase.
they've not gone crazy. They could have.
They could have got Mahrez, yeah. Someone will go for Mahrez in the summer, but
I thought we might.
really?
All those Coutinho.
You already got 4, don't you? Oh no, you don't. You got 3 now, don't you? I think he scores less goals now at Liverpool. He scored a lot at Southampton.
Yeah, he's not up to speed now, but he's started up to help with it. The big transfer money to get away with it now.
Craigie. I'm back, by the way. I'm back. Oh, he somehow found his way in.
1-8 and the game. 1 game to 3.
1-3, wow. I didn't even know he was 3 love up, but apparently he was. I must go and get ready soon. Oh, no, I thought he scrambled it. That could have been tough.
Love.
But alas.
Thirty love.
Evans gets
40 love.
so much back.
Game. 4-1.
Come on, Alex.
Chase, second gallery.
Jimmy texted you. Jimmy texted you and you didn't reply. He said, oh,
15 love.
let me know.
Fifteen all. Thirty 15. Chase the door, 2 chases. What did he say?
I must have said something. It's about him commentating.
Do you try and gamble?
30-15 to the receiver. Chase is second gallery.
That's good.
40-15, chase the door. On the chase, 30-40. Game. 5 games to 1. Receiver leads. $15 love. $30 love.
James, great to see you.
40 love. Chase, more than you are, worse than last gallery. Chase, more than a yard worse than last gallery. On the chase, 15-40. Thank you. Game. 2 games to 5. $15 love. 15 all. $30-15. Ball up, please. $30 all. Stroke. 40-30. Game and the match. Radley, 6 games to 2, 6 games to 2.
Yep. Unless that's going to cause you issues. Yeah, I'll survive.
Good evening, viewers. Welcome to the home of real tennis, Cambridge University Real Tennis Club. It's Jimmy Campbell here in the dead-on, and we're in for a real treat this evening. The home favourite, Ed Kay, against Robert Shenkman, two of the best amateurs in the world on show. You forget your US Open, you forget your eliminator match. Here it's where it's really happening. So,
interesting.
You've already been subjected to an hour and a half of Shenkman on commentary. Hopefully we'll have Craig Greenhalgh with us very soon, after beating Alex Evans 1-2, I believe. 2-2. So it will be Alex Evans at the net, Ed Kay to serve, and Robert Shenkman to receive. Kay opens with a fault. It's high on the penthouse. Where's this going, Schenkers? Short on the back end. Ooh. Just into the net cord from Kay. First blood to Schenkers. It's a really tight railroad there. Okay, very quick up the court. And what a get from Shenkman. Oh. And it sneaks over the stroke line. 15 all. And if the match carries on like that for the next hour and a half, it'll be quite a treat.
One. Yep.
I'd like to welcome Craig, the Oxford Pro, to the mic.
Evening.
Is this your first time here on the commentary, Craig?
First time on the commentary. Yep. Looking forward to it.
So your game went pretty well tonight. What was the key out there?
It was pretty tough. Pretty tough against Alex because I used to teach him at Oxford, so
Yes.
there was more pressure. There was definitely more pressure on me than there was Alex. But I did well. I did all right.
He's come on a bit since he left Oxford, hasn't he?
He has come on a lot. I think he's dropped about 10 points since he's been here. Hitting with Ed and you.
Yeah, I have to say, it's quite an important part of his development, probably.
You're obviously a better professional than me.
I wouldn't like to comment on that, Craig. Craig and I first met, must have been almost 10 years ago in Manchester now. And Craig was a lot younger then, as was I. A bit more wild. That is.
We miss those days, Jimmy.
I've been promised that at the varsity match this year, it'll be a wild one on the Saturday night. So can you just agree to that on record, please, Craig?
Yes.
So Schenkers with a chance to take the first game here. It's a big game for both players, this one. Ed Kay hasn't been beaten on this court for, I think, 2 years. It might even be more. The last person he lost to, I think, and I'm sure he'll correct me if I'm wrong, was John Pren. When he was, it must have been longer than 2 years ago, because he would have been about a 16, 17 handicap. So since then it's been big wins all the way.
First game to Bobby though. Come on, Bobby. Let's go, Radley.
Craig, you obviously knew Schenkers up in Manchester when he was a lot younger.
I started Robert off as on the real tennis court. I think he was about 8 or something.
Would you say you always knew?
What, that he was going to be?
He's going to be this
player?
good.
He had it in him, but he's come on a lot playing with Ben Taylor Matthews at Leamington. He's come on a hell of a lot actually since playing with Ben. He's practicing with him almost every day, I think.
For those of you who don't follow Shenkman on social media, I can confirm that
You don't know what you're missing.
I can confirm that if he's not playing real tennis, he is playing cricket, or letting everyone know that he is at least in the library, but it doesn't look like doing much else. Nice main wall there. Kay takes the second game exclusively from the receiver's end. Did you find a big difference here between the servers and the receiver's end?
I just found I found it a big difference on this court between this and Oxford. There's so much bouncy on this court than Oxford.
Yeah, I think the only court I've played at that's more bouncy than this is Paris.
Really?
I think that would be the one.
I'm not had the luxury of playing there yet, Jimmy. I'm sure I'll try and get there this September for the French. I'm not even sure if it is is it at Paris, the French?
Certainly has been the last few years. Of course, well, it's a 50-50 chance either way these days in France. Shenkman, backhand volley, just missed the grill. He's in trouble there. What's this going to be? Main wall? Straight in. Oh, that is fierce. And we may have a camera issue there. The camera's definitely just moved. It's fine, apparently. It's tight.
It's tight serve.
Really tight railroad. No, well put away there.
So, Jimmy, your last hurrah this year at the varsity.
It will be.
You looking forward to it?
I am looking forward to it. I think it's going to be. Should be a really good game this year. I think.
Yeah.
You got a.
What number are you?
Looks like number 3.
Right.
I don't want to give away too many secrets,
No.
but that's what it looks like.
I'm just fishing.
So I think that'll be Charlie de Vries. There's photos all around my room of his face, and I think it'll be me and him.
Very worrying.
So you've got the younger Giddens playing,
We've got Rory. He's our number 1. Yeah.
and then Will Morse.
We got Rory, Will Morse, Charlie, and it's a toss-up between George Peel and Dan Escott at the minute.
It's a close one.
Yeah, the
What's
battling.
that? Playoff match, or
I think it's going to be a playoff. We think, but I can't give too much away.
it's the only fair way to do it, if you
Can't
ask
give too
me.
much away, Jimmy.
Pressure does funny things to people. Playing off for a game in the big match. I've had to do it enough times myself. Never made it, in fact.
What's your success rate in the playoffs, Jimmy?
0. So last year I made it by default, 'cause I was as the 3rd best player. But yeah, before that I actually never won I won playoff matches, but never enough of them. In all fairness, as the game score goes to 2-1, I was usually battling the odds. I was usually the worst player, not meant to make it. So
I'm sure you're there through merit this year, Jimmy.
well, I think in my second year I played Ed, who'd been playing for 6 months. On paper was off 32, and he turned up at the varsity match and played one of the most unbelievable games of doubles at the net. And I think at that point I knew that the correct man had got in. So
Ed's making a few mistakes here from the service end.
he's done well to control that volley. I think he's just trying to be very aggressive because Robert gets so many back. That's a great shot.
That's a good shot from Ed, right in the corner.
You can't get that one.
Bobby did well to get the first 2, but Ed just kept the pressure on.
He sold him there. Looked like a main wall force, and It's chipped it under. Last gallery. Nice boast. Oh, that's unlucky. Good hands for Shenkman. Take the second chase. Been pretty fast and furious early on. Players take a break. If anyone is joining us out there, if you give us a tweet at cam_tennis, we'd love to hear from you. I'd just like to get your opinion on something here, Craig. During your game, you're I think it was 40-15 down, first game of the second set. You came back, you won the game, and Shenkman described it as a steal. Sounded pretty American football-esque to me. Do you ever think there's a potential for long ad breaks in the middle of these streams, sort of American style?
No.
It did concern me. It didn't quite sound like this, but I'll give it a go. He goes, and Craig's stolen that one out of nowhere. And I just don't think we can condone that. Okay, we've been told off by Robert. Talking too loud during the points. This is a problem of being sat. We're sat right behind the players here.
Okay, 2-all, first set.
Potentially my loud American impersonation of him didn't go down very well.
I was American.
Yeah, they're not great. So, other things you can get from Shenkman's social media presence. That is very good volley. It is Shenkman's diet, which he does like. He does like to show, often consisting of sandwiches, which in fact I've just been given a chicken mayo sandwich, which is going to go down very well. Shenkman's diet often consists of reduced things from Tesco, etc. And I'm told today he's been fueled on a Scotch egg and a sausage roll from Lidl. What do you think of that for a diet, Craig?
I'm astonished he didn't shop at Aldi. He's constantly raving about Aldi. To go to Lidl's a bit of a cop out, I think.
2-2.
Okay, guys, it's 2-all first set. We'll get back to the tennis in a minute. That's some great gets from Schenkers there. I'm not happy with the court. I found it a little bit greasy when I was out there, but not too bad.
Interesting
I
decision.
would not make it as an excuse.
Interesting decision that he took there to go Tamba rather than Hazard. 30-15. Very tight first set. This could be crucial. Shank's just got a little bit close to that one. Couldn't dig it out. 40-15. K opens up an opportunity. Grill winning gallery. And he's gone straight Tamba down the line. And out of court.
Shenkman did really well there in that rally. He was all over the place at one point. Ed was in total control of that.
It definitely makes you play the extra shot every time.
2 game points gone.
He doesn't look too happy with that one.
that's a
poor
gift.
backhand.
He's done so well to get back into this game. You just don't want to be giving gifts to Ed Kay, who, well, like Jimmy said earlier, hasn't lost a match for... That's an astonishing stat.
As you said, this court is... it's a big home court advantage, I would say.
Unlucky Ed.
So we got a good view of that one. Missed by 2 post widths. Juice, 1 chase. And 2 chases. We could be in for a late night here. We've had Ed Hyde show up. He's going to be on a commentary stint, but he's currently getting lectured by Case. That's usually practice sessions.
While we're switching ends, big thanks to Christy Marion and Paul Brown for their work at doing all the comms and the streaming. Thanks, guys.
As always. I think this is some of the best streaming you'll find anywhere in the world of real tennis.
It's definitely Cambridge.
Ed's one that has a little bit loose from Schenker's. At this level, it's going to get punished. And that is
That's a
something
great
else, really.
game for Ed. He was under the cosh there in that rally, pulled it out. Robert probably made an unforced error, to be honest.
Wow.
They look nervous, Jimmy. They look a bit nervous.
I'm not sure if it's... I think both of them just actually finding it so hard to get it past the others. They know they've got to do something extra special. It's just forcing those extra errors. That's long. That's high. And it's out of court. That is unlucky. But yeah, I think they're both just trying to play even better shots. Because it's so difficult to get it past the other bloke. So I've been informed that Robert's Twitter feed says that he's 17 in the world. The actual stats show he's 21. It's a bit embarrassing for the man. Although I have no doubts that he'll get there at some point. Still very much up and comer in the game. I think he's going to keep getting better for a while. Audible, not relief, but celebration from Kay there, so same again. Is this going to go? Shenkman into the net.
Ed's just beginning to play himself into form here. Last few points has been as clean as he's hit it the whole match.
He's currently leading the MVP for the Radley. Quite a bit of division.
These two were, of course, entrants for the recent Gold Leaf Challenge. Both did forehand and backhand, but neither won. I actually sold Ed Kay a bit of a dud there. I saw the Gold Leaf video announcing the winner, and I was watching it quickly, and I heard the name Ed Kay read out. So I texted him saying, "I think you've won the racket, mate." only to find out that that part of the video was actually they were reading out all the people who'd entered. And then when he pulled the name out of the hat, it wasn't Ed Kay. So he hadn't won the racket. Wasn't too pleased. 40-30 gets the chase. We can see he's keen to stay down this end. Craig?
I should point out this is a top of the table clash. 1v2 at the minute. Cambridge are 8 points in front, I think, of Radley at the minute. So we're hoping to close it down.
So how did you end up playing for Radley?
Well, Zach asked me to play for Radley before he left for Hobart, Zach Edel. So I was playing with him. And then as we watch this round, that's a great point from Ed. Just a backhand to backhand exchange there. Ed comes out on top. 4-2 server. Cambridge lead. Yeah, we played 2 or 3 matches before Christmas, and then Zach got the job at Hobart, so I asked Bobby Shenkman to fill in for Zach, which he duly agreed.
I think he tried to go down the line there, berating himself for not just going cross court. Oh wow, backhand. Tried to take it on the forehand. This is breathless stuff. Oh wow, that's not what you expect from Robert. That's in.
Robert lost that point from, not from the grill, but from the couple of shots before, just wild onto the penthouse.
That's scenes usually seen when I'm playing. That's an exceptional
The
get.
penthouse looks quite dirty at the minute, Jimmy. You've clearly not been playing for a while.
Players exchanging some words, mainly about how bad they both just played that last point. That is a shot Ed practices a lot down the line. Backhand just glanced off the wall.
Big shout from Bobby Shenkman. Big shout. That was quite an important point.
If anyone could give an update on Robert Shenkman's sponsor position out there, Twitter's at Cam Tennis. He's wearing a gold leaf shirt. Does he own a gold leaf racket? I'm not actually convinced he does. Very BBC style of commentating. We of course therefore have to mention Grays here in Cambridge, the other maker of rackets around. 30-40. This could be an important moment in the first set. Subverting to the trusty bubble second serve. That's the chance here for Kay. Oh, and he's got very, very fortunate there. Easy gallery if he wanted it. Clip the net tape, takes the line.
There's not much in this game at all anymore. The mistakes have dried up. They're both playing much better than what they did at the start of the match.
It's a double.
Gambled on the railroad second serve. Didn't pay off.
At this level. It's a difficult,
3-4.
it's a difficult one to go for there. What would you do on second serve? Chase the line. If it's close, to, well, if there's any room at all, they'll chip a gallery. Did he have much choice but to go for the second serve there? Seems to have just lost
I
his
guess you just got
serve.
to go with. He felt comfortable at the time. He had the rhythm still from the first serve, so.
Oh, he's lobbed it in. That's a bit lucky. He knows it. That's a really tight railroad. It's got to be winning gallery. We went on the floor and it's in.
We probably didn't deserve that, Ed. It was a great serve. He did everything right.
That is well called, just before the mark on the penthouse.
You play National League this year, Jimmy?
Yep, we have. What are we in? Div 4, potentially. It's been a bit of a slow start to the season, thanks to Jules Camp for saying that he'd play and then never being available. So we had one away game at Queen's. I managed to win mine. And we got 5 games yet to play. So it's going to be a busy second half of the season. Obviously got the varsity match as well, so it's all building up to that.
Good stuff. A lot of tennis.
It always seems to happen around this time of year. So fortunate enough here to have 2 courts, so get a lot of court time with the pros. Me and Ed Hyde on this morning.
This is for all.
There's a chance here. Yeah, takes it.
That's a great game from Robert.
Good pair of games.
Ties the match up.
At 4-2, he was looking down the barrel, but from a tight game in at 4-2 down, he's rescued it to 4-all. First point to K. And then he's pulled that one. I think this game takes on added importance now. You feel like if anyone can win the first set now, could be a big blow.
I think Robert's getting under Ed's skin. I don't think Ed quite envisaged that Robert was going to be this amount of competition at the start of the match. Do you agree?
He's certainly looking a bit grumpy out there, but that's not too much away from the norm. He certainly planned for a tough game.
Clearly he was a favourite. Clearly he was a favourite in this game, but I don't think he actually thought it was going to be as close as it is. Robert's playing so well.
Shenkman was quoted as recently as November saying to some of the inter-unis boys that he was a 9 and he realised he was making a few too many errors. So he stopped that and got to 3. As if it was just a conscious decision to stop doing them. Which, considering the standard of everyone there is clearly a lot lower than Robert, wound everyone up no end. Oh, and it's It's a tough ball, slow, lots of spin, hard to time. I think he'll be annoyed with that. Okay, in the ascendancy again. Is it? Yeah. I've been told that Ed is consuming water with squash, salt and sugar in there. Well, his now fiancée is a doctor. Maybe she's prescribed that for him. Going to get told off soon. I think I've told almost as many people that he is engaged as he has. Can't stop spreading the news. That's a huge game. What a get. One thing that Robert's had a few problems with over the years is his temperament on court. Have you seen an improvement in that in the last few years?
Yeah, he's always been quite feisty, Robert. But Ben certainly mentored him into being a lot calmer. And we've seen that. We've seen that in this set. He snapped a couple of times, but he's got it under control for the most part.
That's a tough ball. Back to backhand to backhand. Oh, that is... Where's this one going to go? Oof. Ed's face tells a story there. I think that was probably an attempt for the grill. It was completely mishit. Robert's just gone a bit wild here.
Well, that's...
there it is.
I think that's more forced than unforced errors. Ed's served really tight since he's gone up 5-4. 3 great railroads. Robert Jean himself up there on the walk back.
40 love, long way back from here. Second gallery. Oh. It's surprised there by how far that ball came out. Gave him a good chance and just popped a bit too far. Maymall. And in. First set to K. Shenkman can't believe it's gone in. Marker in danger there. Off the net post. Just missed. That corner. Did you notice that corner? Kick. The kick is extreme.
Yeah, that got me. But both sets, I couldn't quite get how much it jumps at you.
Yeah.
It just doesn't stop.
Especially on that volley return with a bit of spin that way as well. That's unlucky.
That's unlucky from Robert. Hit the volley well.
It does make for interesting viewing whenever Cambridge players who play a lot on this court go away from home. You often see them backing off as the ball shoots down the wall.
And then chasing it, I guess.
Yeah. It's just missed.
Robert's been boasting to me before the match of how many press-ups and bicep curls he's been doing in the last few months. I'm just wondering whether he knows what a pressman bicep is. Just no evidence.
I'm not sure.
It's a great leave, though.
I'm not
Nothing
sure.
wrong with his, nothing wrong with his eyes.
I'm not sure that a few sets of press-ups and a few bicep curls will do you much good if you've gone and got slammed 4 nights of the week, as he was claiming before he went on court. Whether that is actually true, I struggle to believe it. I think he is an integral part these days of the Birmingham cricket team.
Please indulge us, Jimmy, on what the word slammed means. As Ed slots it into the door to get the service end.
I'm sure the viewer...
It's a good ploy on this court. It's so bouncy. Unless you've got an absolutely severe cut shot going on. These galleries are quite a tidy shot.
Ed, whenever supporting Cambridge, will always implore them to go for the galleries in big games.
Good tactic.
Take the gallery, take the serve.
Can't get away. It's like on the court in the morning, his case stands behind him and he's like, do this, do this, do this.
And he's lost it. Chase the door here. And the marker again.
Just showing signs of frailty now, Robert. With these points, he's losing these critical points. And
that first one was something else. Had to move his head first. Get it out of the way. Oh, that's a lovely volley.
very early read from Ed. He saw Robert was going main wall dead on, got over there pretty quick.
Robert seems in a rush to get the points over with. Worked this time. But he was quite happy to go toe-to-toe with him in the first set. Now he just seems to be forcing more and more. Be a big point here. Opportunity for Schenkers down the middle. Some unbelievable volleying on show. And here Ed takes control. He's chipped down the line. It's tight. That's also tight. Here we go. Robert back into it. Goes backhand and wins.
Big shout from Robert. Long point won by Radley. Those of you just joining us, Cambridge are 1 set to love up. Ed won the first set 6-4. This is the first game of the second set.
So, welcome to those 10 viewers and the hundreds watching later. I think... How many times do you think Robert's going to watch this one back? Back to Juice. His first game of the second set. It's going to be a crucial one. That's a good hack.
Big game for Robert. First game of the second set.
He just really dug that one out. Did so well. Ed Case scowled at the ball as it jumped at him out of the nick.
You're right, Jimmy. Robert does seem in a rush to get on with things. I think he just needs to calm down a little bit. Just slow things down a little bit.
Yeah, I think as soon as he believes he can play with him, just say, let's go dancing, backhand to backhand. Okay, with the ball mid-court, goes Bando.
I don't know if the game's going to last that long. No, doubles. I was going to say you have to.
Just to let everybody know, there will be doubles after this. Currently, Radley 1-0 up. Cambridge winning this match by 1 set to love.
That is tight to the back end corner.
You get on with Ed much, Jimmy?
On court? Yeah, reasonable amount. I didn't. Yeah, thought it was a very off court. You know, he's all right. Yeah, he hits pretty frequently. I think Evans is his primary hitting partner these days since Scott left. So I get the call up every couple of weeks usually.
When there's nobody else.
When there's Oh, that he's absolutely sold.
That's a great shot from Ed. Put Robert on the back foot.
It's a great serve.
Must get a lot of railroad winning galleries on this court.
So actually, you don't see as many as you'd think. You think with that, obviously Ed does have one of the better ones. People do get it sometimes, but as I say, yeah, you think you'd see it more often. I've actually seen a fair few of them up in Manchester, which is.
Ed's taking control of this match now.
Of course, in Manchester, if you hit a railroad winning gallery, it's course for at least one bottle of champagne.
Ed points to the grill. Ironically, that's where it should have gone, Ed.
Oh, that's up. Put it away. Yes. 2-1. And I think it's time for Robert to dig in here. I have to say, at least this one is keeping me awake. The last time Robert, what a get. The last time Robert played here, fell asleep during the game. May or may not have been due to the activities of the night before. And the time before, he played Jamie Giddins in what can only be described as the longest backhand to backhand session you've ever seen. Nobody too keen on hitting it to a length. It was all off the back wall, chip, chip, chip. It was a very lonely commentary for 2 and a bit hours. Oh, that's a bit loose from Robert there. You feel like if Ed can get this one, he could pull away. That's a really tight serve. Got any advice for the viewers out there how to serve that one, Craig?
On the railroad.
Or indeed just for me, I still can't serve it.
Get it as tight as you can.
Yeah, I'm talking more about just how to sort of hit the ball rather than get it tight. I'm quite happy when it goes on the penthouse usually.
The railroad's a funny serve. I think everybody has a different railroad. Who serves it? There's no single set way to serve that serve.
So, how would you serve it? Your setup. What do you do?
Well, obviously I'm not the tallest person in the world, so it's quite tough for me.
You're not the tallest, but you do have some of the bigger arms.
Thanks, Jimmy. Almost as big as Robert's guns.
So are you looking to put a lot on the ball? Are you coming across it?
I think you're looking at more, or I look at more, trying to get top spin on it, I think.
Yeah.
Rather than side spin. And get it hugging that side wall. But I don't serve it that much. I don't serve the railroad that much. Basically because I'm not that good at it.
So at Oxford, what is it, demi-piqué?
Yeah, demi-piqué at Oxford. The penthouse is so much shallower and less bouncier.
So I mean, this is quite a shallow penthouse here, but up in Manchester, a very steep one. Of course, the green court here can provide some comedy sometimes with the penthouse. A few slightly loose bits of wood. If it hits one of those, it absolutely dies. Or if it clips one of the bits popping up, it can absolutely fly. 2 chases. Kay really starting to command the server's end here. So I know from some social media posts that you've been in the States recently, Craig. How was that for you?
It was great. First time ever in the States.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It's good fun.
Did you get up to any tennis there, or was it all...
No, no tennis, just holiday. Spent a couple of days in Vegas and went to New York. It was good fun. Thanks for asking.
You up or down in Vegas?
No comment.
Anyone in Oxford?
My parents are listening, so...
Anyone in Oxford looking for a real tennis lesson? Craig's desperate to get on court. Oh, he's unlucky there, just missed. Oh, Robert won't be happy with that. It's out of court. $30 one more chase. Kay looking almost demented, he's so determined.
Quick correction from our marker Alex Evans in the box. I think he got it right. But Robert isn't getting it right. He's stuck down that hazard end.
That's how you play. Takes the serve back. Very sensible from Robert.
I know it's so exciting, it's quite hard to sit down.
Yeah.
So is this the return fixture of this?
No, we only play each other once. This is the only time we're going to play each other, I think.
Until the final, of course.
Until the final or the semi. We're playing this. Oh no, because the winner automatically plays. In
Goes
the
to the final.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the winner automatically goes to the final. That's right. So yeah.
That is
Hope
something
we'll be seeing each other
else.
again.
That first get was incredible.
Ed's taken total control of the second set now on the match. Robert's going to have to lift. He's going to have to lift about 10% if he's going to have any shout.
A bit of a change of serve as well. Just going for a drag. Oh, now underarm twist.
Robert trying a different tactic with underarm twist, with the same result of a gallery. He needs to do something. Cannot let Ed keep getting these galleries.
So you're playing your home matches at Radley then?
We played 3 all matches at Radley. We play one more all match left, which we're going to play at Oxford. That's against Wellington. Yeah.
How'd you find the court at Radley?
I don't mind it. I've played there enough. I don't mind it at all. Similar to this court at Cambridge, but not as bouncy as Cambridge.
That is brilliant.
Great 1-2 from Ed. He'll be looking for the same shot here. Railroad volley into the hazards.
He'd gone for it. Oh, that's so close. This'll go surely. No, he's gone grill. He's missed.
He made a couple of errors there, Ed. I think he should have gone for the hazard the second time instead of going for the grill. Of course, he tried to overplay that shot that he lost.
Robert with an opening here. 2 good shots. Means he'll be coming back down here with a chase around 3 yards. Big point now. He's dug that one. Tough ball.
Needs a gallery.
Oh, and he's just overrun it again.
Had a couple of chances there, Robert, to nick a gallery. Didn't take them. Ed punished him for it. He'll be looking to get back here as soon as possible, I think, to finish the match off.
How do you fancy your chances in the doubles?
Easy.
Easy. Okay. Robert's gone high. It's a tight serve. And Ed can't get it out.
Very nice high sidewall there from Robert.
It's going same again here. Juice. Oh, he's missed it. Into the net cord. Advantage Schenkers here. Oh, he's done well to dig that out. One edge miss. Oh, it's out of court.
A lot of groans there from the crowd. As Ed hit the ball in the penthouse. Robert makes him pay for it. 2-4. He's still in it, Robert.
It's unlucky. Off the bando. Tried to get it on the turn. So I've made a decision this week as to what my most hated phrase in real tennis is. And I'm not going to lie, I've been guilty of using it myself previously. Do you want to know what it is, Craig?
Good shot, well played.
No, it's you were there. So what usually happens is someone hits a good shot, the other player gets there, frames it, and then immediately shouts as they frame it into the net, "But you were there." It's the easiest bit, isn't it, really? Get in there, you got to be there, you got to be stable. So you were there doesn't really mean anything. It should be, you were there, but you weren't quite stable enough to hit the shot well. That is nailed.
Slammed, isn't it, Jimmy?
That is the definition of slammed right there. That's one take on it anyway. Oh, there's been a few here. 30
He
all.
looks a little bit nervous. He looks like he's trying to G himself up at the hazard end. Robert's got a bit of momentum. He's found a new serve. He's having a bit of success with it.
For me, Ed's almost just trying to overhit that one. Robert going almost exclusively for the grill. Here we go again.
Big shout from Robert. Another grill.
Yeah, from a situation where we were looking at potentially 5-1, Robert's got game points here for 4-3. Maybe we wrote him off too early.
Yep, Ed had the match in his hands at 4-1. The Northerner never gives up. The Northerner never gives up.
Big point here, Ed lining up the railroad. One fault. He's gone down the line and is disappointed with that one.
3-4. Cambridge lead.
It's game on here.
4-1.
The home of real tennis, we've got a real game on our hands. That's some volley.
Another good rally on the eye, but another mistake, I'm afraid.
I also felt there that Robert had a couple of opportunities to hit the galleries.
Yeah, that's a good point, Jimmy. He's had all the success Robert's had in this set since 4-1 has been from the service end.
One's into the winning gallery. Up against the wall. Robert takes the second gallery this time. There's a bit of tension building in the dead-on. Home favourite Ed Kay under some pressure here. Evan's looking very calm. Shenkman with his MVP racket from last year. No. left hand full of armbands for the sweatband on his right arm. Let's serve the high sidewall. Ed Kay, great return. Just chip back under the hazards.
Apologies if you heard any bad language there from Robert.
I remember receiving a call from Robert's dad when he was all of 14 years old, asking me about his language on court. As a user of such language, sometimes on the court, I did of course tell Robert's dad. He's never said anything of the sort. Big point here.
Good evening, Simon, if you're watching.
I've no doubts he will be watching at some point. Some rally there. Robert berates himself for pushing the ball down the middle, but it's crushed into the last gallery.
So we played about just over an hour. Robert's got a chance to make it 4-all in the second set. 40-30 up.
Server leads. Shenkman 40-30 down.
Thanks, Jimmy.
Big point. 5-3. Great return from Robert. 4 and 5. Surprised it's gone that far. That is a tight call. I wouldn't like to say if that was right or not. Look, Venetia, we've got a lot of things to focus on here. I even forgot my notes. 2 chases.
Not sure who that favours really, that hazard chase, with Ed being 1 game away from winning the match. It's almost like it could almost be a 3 point to win the tie.
So do you try and not leave hazards if at all possible?
No. If I can get to it, I'll get to it. I'll try and get in the gallery, definitely.
Robert to the hazards. Oh, I thought it was in. And now there's a chance here for Kay. Bury it. Yeah.
Yeah, Robert's shaking his head. He had a couple of chances to win the point there.
Robert often refers to his real tennis as rig management. For those of you out there who don't know what on earth that means, he's managing his body composition by playing lots of real tennis. Apparently added in some extra gym work in his bedroom. As in his bicep curls, just to clarify. Sorry. And back to the tennis.
Yes, please.
Oh, down the line, that's tight. He's boasted it. Oh, he can't believe it.
Big smile from Robert. He knew he was in trouble there. Ed's give him that point.
I just think Ed's putting...
Ed wants to be careful here. He's giving Robert every opportunity to get back into this set.
I just think with his return of serve, he's just putting almost a bit too much on it. That one came out almost in the middle of the court. 30 all. Takes the door. So one chase, 30 all. Okay, 2 points away from winning. Paul Brown mutters, come on in the back of the deadle. High side wall from Shenkman. This is going to be back end corner off the net cord. Oh, and Shenkman into the open court.
Robert give me the eye there. Just say, come on. Come on, indeed. He's got a chance at 5 all. Or 5-3.
5. It would be 4-5. I can only apologise for the number of times my co-commentator's got the score wrong.
Big numbers. So he's actually commentating another game.
Yeah, that's for sure.
It makes a change.
Okay, with the railroad. Always
Just so
gone high.
excited.
Oh, wow. An unconventional winner, that one. Match point. Juice. 1 match point saved by Shenkman. It's gone up. Chance here. Into the grill. Missed. Unlucky. Shenkman takes second gallery.
I've never known another sport where millimetres can make such a difference as real tennis. It's crazy.
Darts. I believe you've been racking up a few big checkouts recently, Craig.
I quite like a good game of darts.
Do you have a dartboard at home?
I do.
Oh, there. Oh, Robert unlucky. Oh, he sold
Great
him
fat
that time.
balls from Bobby Shenkman.
I'd just like to point out at this point, it's not a game of rackets. You hate to see that kind of behaviour on a real tennis court. Chase off. Game point to Shenkman still. What a dig that is. Hello. Thought that was in.
Some great gets there from Ed at the hazard end. Really scrambled around. Robert got slightly annoyed at himself there for not winning the point as early as he should have done. But Ed was so good at his retrieving.
I think it's been a feature of both their play tonight. I think Ed's maybe just been a bit more patient. Made Shenkman really work to win the point.
Meanwhile, body shot.
4-5. A bit of tension in the air again. This is... Oh, that's a shot.
We've been treated some beautiful backhand-to-back and rallies tonight.
You do love to see that. Tough ball.
Some Taylor Matthews-esque shots coming from the hazard end from Bobby Shenkman.
Maymore. He's gone straight. Just stayed in court. If he got that up, that was a brilliant get. How many times we said that? That goes out of court. He's struggling to believe what's happened there. That's a good call. Shenkman just opening up an opportunity now. Two game points for 5 apiece, second set. Take a gallery, Shenkman. Julie takes one.
Very intelligent.
Silence has fallen. The Deadle. Few wines going around. Two
40-15, Robert. 2 points for 5-all.
It's a tough one. Robert smiles. Got one more opportunity here. Take the set to 5 apiece. High sidewall. Okay, they're going to volley that. It's a good shot. What a dig. He's gone on the penthouse. Here's a big chance.
It's a chance for 5-all. Penthouse. And a great shot. Main wall tambour just died all the way around the back wall. And I get a look of absolute determination from the Manchester number 1.
People like to say that the 7th game is important in a set. I like to think the 11th game is probably the most important.
I think they're all as important as each other.
Ooh, penthouse. Grill. Ooh, on the floor.
Where's it going to go, Jimmy?
I think we're probably looking at another gallery, if at all possible, from Kay. He did well there. I think he misread the serve. Backpedaled quickly. Twinkle toes. Just jammed it under the last gallery. Tough ball. 15-love Kay leads. Robert goes halfway up, full timbre. Easy ball at this level. Okay, 2 chases, 15-love. Are you willing to offer a prediction from here, Craig?
Nope, not on your Nelly. It could go anywhere. I'll make a prediction that if Robert wins this set, he'll win the match.
Oof. So Craig's putting this game for the match. Some amazing volleys. And down the line, Shenkman just gets it. Again, they can't get that one. 30-15, K leads. Relief goes around the dead on. He's got a chance here. Has he? Pops out. Went for the grill. Oh, wow. Oh, this is... That's one of the rallies of the rest of the match. That's loose, though. Oh, wow. Some serious adjustment there. And Shenkman takes the gallery.
Glorious point. When these two get into these backhand-to-backhand rallies, it just never looks as though the point's going to end. They do not look as though they're going to miss in these backhand-to-backhand rallies. Great to watch.
I think it's fair to say it's a big one.
5-all, 30-all.
Two chases.
I think they'll both take that chase there. Gives them both time to just gather the thoughts while they change ends. What are they going to do? Where are they going to hit it? What are they going to serve?
Thought that was a nice change up there from Shenkman. Looked like he was going to go main wall. Fired it straight. Just wide of the dead on.
Who is going to blink?
Chase last gallery. Oh, and you couldn't believe that. It's gone out of court, having come off the underside of the
Just
bando.
millimetres from the dead on. Set point, Robert.
And that's it.
That's a great set. Great real tennis. 6-5. We're now one set all, ladies and gentlemen.
Well, no one can quite believe it, I don't think.
And let me remind you what Jimmy said at the start of the match. Ed has not lost a match for over 2 years on this court.
It's another bando. That is an unbelievable get. It really is. Ed clearly frustrated with the two bandos he's had in the last few points. Just needs to regain a bit of composure here. A shout out to Craig's mum, who is watching, who thinks he sounds like Gary Neville on the commentary. I think that's very positive. Gary Neville's a very good pundit, I think.
Thanks, Mum.
I think potentially even you'd agree, Craig, that it's better than sounding like Jamie Carragher.
I agree with you there, Jimmy. 100%.
30-all Robert with that Rackets-esque boast again. Wasn't a million miles away from dropping in. Did you ever play much rackets in Manchester, Craig?
I did, yeah. When I was in Manchester, I did, yeah. They don't have a rackets court in Oxford. They do have one in Radley, although I've not been over there to play on it.
Are you a fan?
Yeah, it's good. It's good fun. It's good sport.
I think if I could get past the serve or return, I'd enjoy it a lot more.
The quickest racket sport in the world, I reckon. Do you agree?
Well, I don't see what else there could be. First as a racket sport. I think certainly the ball must fly.
Hurt.
And it must fly the quickest.
I've had a few on the ankles in the middle of February at 8:15 a.m.
I have seen
And let me
Peter
tell you,
Barnes.
that is pretty painful.
I've seen Peter Barnes, one of the now becoming elder Manchester members, taking one on the head. I don't think it gave any lasting damage. Players taking a bit of a break out here. Any of you out there who want to give us a tweet, even if you're watching this on repeat, give us a tweet at Cam Tennis. Let us know your thoughts. So Chase Loss Gallery 30 all. I feel like every game is going to be a real battle from here on in. Tight serve. Get in. Straight in the grill. I think that's... Robert wasn't too happy there. I think he knows he didn't mean that. Boast. Oh. And in the grill, 2-2. First game, final set. Don't forget we got the doubles to come after this. The entertainment never stops.
Just like everyone know, the doubles, it's normally first to 8. It's not 3-setter, so there'll still be quite a bit more tennis to go here yet, though, I think.
Oh, that's interesting. Oof.
And Ed going for a sneaky winning gallery. Just touched the hazard second.
Do you have a particular shot that you'd say is the best shot you've ever hit in real tennis, Craig? Any spring to mind?
My best ever shot or my favourite shot?
We'll go with your best ever.
Best ever shot.
And did you mean it? I'll give you mine for first. I went from the receiver's end. I was stood about mid court, I guess, up near the stroke line. Went for an inside out last gallery, and it missed the last gallery, hit the wall, and went into the dead on. So I went just long of the last gallery and into the dead on. Didn't mean it, but it was absolutely vicious.
No, off the actual wall. Yeah, there. Yeah.
There's a name for that.
Yeah, it's on the
Coup
wall.
de cabas.
It might be. It's on the wall in Manchester, and I couldn't remember. I know there is a name for it.
There's a coup de lion, which is above the penthouse wall and in the dead on. I think the coup de cabas
That's
is
a lovely
off
shot.
the dead on from the wall just inside of the last gallery. But don't quote me on that.
So what's the best shot you've ever hit then? You know, moment to think about it.
The best shot I've ever hit, probably a backhand force to win the Taylor Cup in 2007.
Where was that?
That was at the Burroughs Club, formerly Burroughs Club, now Middlesex.
Ah.
I beat Tom Weaver, who isn't in the game anymore, but he was one of our peers. I got presented the trophy off His Royal Highness, the Earl of Wessex.
I've seen the photos.
Yeah, it's hung up in Manchester. Proud moment. The only royalty my family's ever seen is blackjack. A game of cards. Did well there.
Of course, he'll be. Is he coming to Oxford sometime soon?
He is, yeah. I think we're looking at November sometime. Anyway, back to the tennis.
Favourite phrase here. 40-15 Schenkers. 30-40. Oh, and that is very tight. I think from Robert's reaction, it gave away that it was a stroke. Big game for Ed to win here. Oh,
The first railroad nick, I believe.
I think the only surprise really is Robert didn't volley it. What a get that is. Oh! I thought from the sound that he mishit it and it was going to be in the tape, but it crept over.
It's outstanding tennis. They've been playing for well over 90 minutes now. To still be producing this sort of athleticism is pretty good.
Get in. Oh, just missed. Ed thought he was out of that. He's won the point. It looked a bit loose from Robert. Quite move his feet there. That is some return of serve. Okay, can only get a racket to it. We are, of course, missing our regular marker here tonight, Peter Patterson. He's often on these streams. So, it's probably why we're down on viewers. Peter's mum a regular. So, I don't know if any of the Evans family are watching. Of course, very keen on real tennis. Alex has been playing since he was 8 months old. That's in the grill. Grunt of effort there from Kay as he hit the railroad.
I think Robert got away with that. I think that force was heading up, but Ed decided to take it anyway. It was looking too close. And Robert got a second gallery. So another switch, back to the drinks.
Do you have a drink that you go for on these occasions? We've heard that Ed has a water with squash, sugar and salt in.
Quite like a Guinness at the change of ends.
This is a good source of iron, of course.
That's very well played from Robert. He had the idea to go for the gallery, missed a few times. Just snuck a volley over the net there.
Oh, that was close.
The clutch high side wall.
That would have been a good time for it. 2-love down, juice. Ooh. And again with the galleries, relentless from Kay on the galleries. Robert flicks his hair. Something like Robbie Savage back in the day. Not quite there yet though. Out of court. Head between the legs.
With a
but it goes
lollipop.
Out of court.
So, 1-all. 2-love Ed. Game point, Robert. Chase the last gallery. It really could go anywhere, couldn't it, Jimmy?
I think that's a big game for Robert mentally. I think 3-love, very tough. But yeah, this stage, they're still both playing at a brilliant level. I think I'm going to need to lie down after this. Oh, he's gone full on the timbre, went like that. Nah.
Lovely touch from Ed.
A great touch. After the first one where I think he went for the grill and just hit the timbre full in the face. Went back to some lovely touch after that. Tight railroad to follow. 40-love up. Quick game this one. Some backhand chance here. Grill. Gone the other way. Bit long. And into the net.
Just overhit the shot previous. Let Robert back into the rally.
Out of
It's out
court.
of court. That's a big game. 3-1.
And those quick ones can feel so good.
A little bit of daylight now in the third set for Ed.
When you're in a tight game like this and you get a quick game, suddenly it's 3-1. That's tough, yeah. A lot of cut on that ball. Had to cut it
Robert
off.
he needs a gallery. He needs one. He's been down there far too long in this set. Both guilty of overhitting, Jimmy. A bit of adrenaline, I reckon.
Yeah, there's been a couple where both players have just given the opportunity back to their opponent by hitting off the back wall. There's another example. Missed the grill. Oh, he's got a lucky one there. Robert describing that as so weak. I think he was a bit unfortunate with the bounce. What a volley that is. I think this is some of the best tennis this court has seen. Well, for a long time. Since this morning, yeah. When me and Ed Hyde were hitting some gorgeous backhands this morning. Not sure we can claim it was any better than this, though. Robert looking a bit disgruntled. 3-1, 40-15 down. Won what we thought could be a crucial game at 2-love down, but since then...
Well, this is the first time he's been on the service end since then.
That's a tough shot to execute.
So from 2-1 to 4-1 in the blink of an eye. And this is only the second serve Robert's served since then. So Ed's dominating him from this end. And again, shooting for the galleries.
Oh, thought he had it that time. I don't think he can believe he missed it. Slight power panic from Craig there as he saw Robert drop to the floor. But it's just a shoelace. Now I think he'll serve the high sidewall fault, another classic. It's not the result we wanted from there. That is pumped into the last gallery.
Is there any way back for Robert? He needs to believe.
Of course, he did pull off a similar comeback in the second set. Save one match point.
He did. He did. He's got it in him.
Ed'll be determined for that to not happen again. Not a good serve. Gallery. Yeah. I think he knows the importance of this game here. Doesn't want to let the second set happen again. Chase last. Comes off the ledge. That is some backhand.
Another display of backhand brilliance from Ed Kay. He has been solid on that side.
The sound of that ball was just unbelievable.
Ed not happy with a call of 2 from Alex, who I think's had a very good match at the marker's box.
That is some get from there. Diving under the winning gallery. He's apologised, so makes you think he's maybe a bit of frame involved, not just great touch. Yeah.
Good evening to Ben, who's watching live from Boston in the Pro Shop. We'll be cheering Schenkers on.
So have we got any play left in the US? Have we got doubles? Doubles final?
I think it's doubles tonight, isn't it? Yeah.
Doubles tonight. So for those of you... Robert will be disappointed there. For those of you watching here, you can tune into the US. Must be 1 in the morning.
We all know you'd rather be watching this though. Come on, guys. This is the place to be.
That looks horrible. Rides it, last gallery.
Much more exciting. Was that 6-3, 6-2, 6-11?
Yeah.
4-4 love.
I thought this one too. think Robert's telling the court what it did wrong there? Ned Kay's gone. Everyone having a moment off there. Back to the game. Ned Kay's got a bit of a grin on his face here. It's a big game as well. He's won. That's amazing feet there. Adjusted so well.
Ed moving like a gazelle. That's just seen Jimmy Campbell running towards him.
Where's he going here? Winning gallery? Oh, what a get from Robert. They go again, a little bit long from Kay. Robert with...
Some simply amazing gets from Robert. I don't think Ed could have done any more to win that point.
We could have not dumped it in the net.
But Robert just got everything back.
Some ballerina type moves from Shenkman at the receiver's end. 15 all. Oh, he's done it again.
It's 2 free points.
Middle of the court. Such a good volley the first time round to create the opportunity.
Is there hope for young Bobby Schenkers? Can he do it again?
Pato enters the building. Resident pro Peter Patterson, who's not marking as mentioned. Oh, Robert, great movement. Okay, into the net cord. Concedes a hazard. We come with the update that for those of you out there worried about Peter's marking, not to worry. He has been marking on the other court.
It's great to see you okay, Peter.
Question for any viewers out there. Bit of trivia. Does Peter spend more time sleeping or marking?
Okay, 5-1-30 all.
What a volley that is.
Big shout. Big shout from Ed. Match points. Hazard, I think it was better than the door. So he's got the whole service end to aim for the match. Bobby needs a tight railroad.
Yeah, it's so good. I mean, actually spend a lot of time just practicing that backhand play because that's kind of like that move to get your forehand in this. No, I'm saying so that he practices going for.
It's tight. And he wins it. What a game. Welcome back to the viewers.
15
You've
love.
joined us just in time to see Alex Evans duff a volley into almost the bottom of the net. Joined by Ed Hyde.
Good evening, Jimmy.
New recruit here, of course, at Cambridge. So, teammate now.
Out of court, 30 love.
How did you enjoy the first match, Ed? Well, the second match. We don't talk about the first one.
I thought it was a great match, actually.
40 love.
Never really doubted Robert. He was very determined coming into the match. And I just felt I'd overhit the ball, if
15,
anything. And return
game.
serve. A lot on the penthouse. But yeah, great match to watch.
One love.
Yeah. First game, Radley. Straight off. Evans has now made 4 errors out of 4. It's going well. Good serve. It's nice and tight. It's out of court.
Quick question, Jimmy. Do you think Ed Case had a
15
shower
love?
between
Thirty love.
matches there?
I don't think he has.
No?
It would be a tactic I personally might have to go for.
Oh. Evan
Worse
clearly
than 6, 30 love.
dictated that.
Of course, I'm a bit of a sweaty man. No, I think he's just put his top back on.
Stroke, 15, 30, 40 love.
Struggling here. Have to say,
Worse than
there's a
6.
sense around here of calm, of just real control now. Now that Peter's back at the net marking.
Peter in his full white and spectacles.
It can be dangerous marking from the net. A few of those railroads
40 love,
going in.
servers lead, worse than 6.
Peter's trademark walk round the court as he fetches the
Fault.
ball. He has got a high-pitched call on the fault, hasn't he, Peter? I realised that on Sunday.
You certainly know about it. So, Cambridge off to a slow start here.
We've seen some rackets from Robert there. Always good
2
to see.
love.
2 love Radley.
Quick start. Have you got any opinions on these tracksuit pants being worn
Just
by
about-
Craig?
Ask you the same thing, Jimmy, actually. I like the fit around the calves, actually.
Fault.
I think they're nice and they go well with the shoes.
What about the fact that he's wearing them on a tennis court?
Rogue, I'd say it's very rogue. The one thing I would
15
question is the hoodie. I would not wear a hoodie in a match. I wear a jumper, like the other 3 players are wearing. I just don't think it's necessary.
Evans got one over the net there. 2. Go on. Winning gallery. Grill. Oh, and that is absolutely
15
drill.
all.
Clinical. Evans getting into the game here. Good to see.
That's a good hack. Oh, wow, Robert, that is wild. What's
hit
AK
it?
going for here?
Stroke. 30, 15. Stroke, yeah.
I actually think Craig's got quite big legs. I think the trousers bring them out. I don't think he has skipped leg day actually.
Are those My Protein trousers?
Because yeah, there is an emblem on the right cheek.
40, 15.
Oh, no.
No. Shenkman for high serve.
First gallery.
Sneaks it
40,
into the first
15.
gallery. Cambridge, 2 game points here. Got a chase back at the server's end. It's good to see.
Forty 15, servers lead, first gallery. First gallery.
That is so tight, that
1
railroad.
game to 2, Oxford lead. 1-2.
looking very smart, Jimmy.
Well, you know, some of us have to go to work, mate. Well, that's an interesting choice from Craig.
Oh,
Hazard second.
Ed repays the favour.
Level.
Yeah, so after our hit this morning, it's a quick jump in the shower. Had 3 hours of teaching the next generation of material scientists, as well as pushing the frontiers of science.
Vote.
any prodigies?
It's a bit too early to tell, actually. You know, it was only second term. It was a tough day. It was a solid 7 hours, plus 2 hours on the tennis court. Great digs from Craig there.
Backwall kill for He leaves
Hazard
it.
worse than the yard.
Good choice.
Double
Now,
hazard
on the
second.
topic of
Hazard worse
Shenkman
than the
abuse,
yard.
which had a few listeners
Level, yeah.
eager for some abuse about Robert. I had a phone call from Robert today at about 2:30. I was in the
hazard
car
second.
travelling down. And I was in a lecture. I took the call. I said, Robert, I can't speak really. He said, Heidi, I forgot my socks. Can you bring me some? So I've had to get Robert some socks.
15 love. Hazard worse than the yard.
For a man who's so prepared in all aspects of life, rig management came as a bit of a shock.
Out of court. 15 all.
Thoughts on the sock episode, Jimmy?
I've known Shenkman since he was a young man, and he's always needed a bit of help. When did you first meet Robert, Ed?
Going back now. A good 5 or 6 years ago.
Playing rackets?
15.
Playing rackets, yeah, at Manchester. I think it was a dark December evening, just before Christmas. Decided to go for a hit.
I think I'd be happy to call Manchester the home of
Not up.
rackets.
30 all.
That's open to debate, I think.
Yeah.
Tunbridge School, up there.
Any others?
30 all.
No, I think Manchester or Tunbridge are your two, really.
Yeah.
There's no debate about the home of real tennis.
That is true.
Hazard worse
Two
than
net
2. 30
calls
all.
in a row. Craig having said in the commentary he doesn't serve the railroad because he's not very good at it. Lines them up.
40-30, one chase. Hazard
Evans
worse
have a force.
than 2.
It's debatable whether that was force. I would
It was
say.
a flick. It was a
Yeah,
flick.
it was one of my favourites. The chip force.
Craig has removed the hoodie.
40-30, servers lead. Hazard worse than 2.
So Cambridge boys are really growing into this game here.
Chases Hazard worse than 2.
That's a lovely
That's it, yeah.
touch.
Juice.
Ed looking at Evans saying, where were you?
Vote.
Oh, that's a good dig from Evans there. Tough ball. Craig's attacked him again and missed out this time.
Servers advantage.
Advantage to Cambridge.
So Ed, how are your cricketing feats going?
Cricket is going well, thanks Jimmy. Practice this evening at Fenners.
Bit of nets?
Did a bit of fielding, bit of wicket keeping.
Bit of wicket keeping?
Yeah.
So talk to me about that one, a bit of wicket keeping and fielding. A bit
So
of a Johnny Bairstow?
Bit of a Johnny Bairstow. I like to field. I like to practice with the lads. Get out there. But yeah, when they start doing the drills and running around, I stick the gloves on. Yeah, and then add a little bat in the net, a bit of spin.
Hazard worse than 2, advantage.
Face the opening bowlers with New Rock.
Bowling. No.
So where's the shoulders problems come from?
The shoulder problems come from the railroad.
That's fair enough.
Receivers
What a rest
advantage.
we had
Hazard
there,
worse than
incidentally.
2.
Getting a bit distracted.
Hazard worse than 2. It's the chase.
Fault!
How was your sandwich, Jimmy?
Yeah, for those of you who didn't hear earlier, Ed was kind enough to provide me with some sustenance to keep us going. But it was only the double sandwich. He got himself a triple. That's Evans.
That's game. 2
digs
games
that one
all.
into the dead on. 2 all. And we could be here for a late one. Yeah, the sandwich was actually very nice. Not usually a big sandwich fan, but it went down. Nice bit of chicken. Feel like I might need some more food before.
Yeah, I'll be having a second dinner after this.
What were we going for?
It might be a chicken korma from Sainsbury's.
A chicken korma for the. Well, that it really is.
15
that
up.
is quality nutrition.
Or might do a solo effort to spoons. A $4.99 margarita.
Of course, we have previously on this show had tweets from
Hasselburn
viewers
2,
about their
15
dinner.
love.
Simon Edmund had cooked up some fish. That was a good tweet, probably the best tweet we've ever had. It's a high bar. As if anyone is out there, again, if you are watching live or on repeat,
or on +1,
give us a shout out
on demand
at cam_tennis. Oh, a rogue move here. Craig threw a few balls down. It's as if he didn't have faith in Peter to get all the balls in.
That's interesting. And Peter scurries. Peter's seen the problem.
Peter knew there were no balls left here.
Oh, Peter's trapped his hand on the post of the dead on as he was placing the basket in to let the balls out. Looked painful. I think he's going to be all right there.
15 up. Hasselburn
Yeah, he's fine.
2.
He's fine.
Service lead.
It's a worrying moment there.
Hazard chase. And Robert, that's not the first time he's done that this evening.
That serve's so tight though, under the winning gallery.
30 up. Hasselburn 2.
I think it might be better to boast it maybe, but
again, tight. Yeah, what a shot from Shanks.
15-30.
Robert.
Such a difficult line. I'm sure you found this yourself on Sunday. That one that just is between the man at the net and the man at the back. Bit of doubt in the minds. Who's going to take the ball?
Yeah, I think it's a great shot in doubles.
There it is again, straight down the middle.
30 all.
Hit it hard. Try and keep it down.
30 all. Oh, it's a bit annoyed there. Net cord.
40-30.
He was there.
Stroke.
Ooh. I think that call has caused some controversy.
What was on?
Wait a minute, did Craig think that was a stroke? Or a hazard?
Craig thought it was a hazard. Peter called.
We should have made it more obvious. Maybe he should have thrown his racket or something. Right, gives Cambridge the game. That is close. Oh. Ooh.
15 up.
Okay, hits the floor before the ball reaches the net.
$15 all.
Room's on fire. It's a dodgy package for you.
15 all. $30-15.
Tough ball there for Shenkman. Didn't get far enough up to take it on the volley. Had to try to scrape it off the wall. Ed Hyde worried because he's got a missed call from
40-15.
the College Porters. It's rarely good news.
Rarely good news. I'm just going to ignore it for the time being. And then we'll go back to college and see what all the drama's about.
Ooh, he didn't like that.
4-2.
And it's been four straight games. So
4-2. Cambridge lead.
Craig's going big here. Oh, what a get that is, though. Oh, it's going to be tough. Yeah.
15 love.
Had to take that early,
Good
I
rest.
think.
Thoughts on transfer deadline day, Jimmy?
Well, this has been an interesting one, hasn't it? You know, the transfer triangle between Dortmund, Chelsea. Wait, who was the triangle?
30 love.
Dortmund, Chelsea and Arsenal.
That's it, Dortmund,
So,
Chelsea and Arsenal.
Aubameyang, Batshuayi and Olivier Giroud.
Yeah, it's an interesting move for all involved. I spoke to an Arsenal fan who's very positive about the season from now. And I have to say, you know, Mkhitaryan, it was average, I would say, at United.
40 love.
Had his moments. I don't know very much about Aubameyang, must say.
He's got a great record. That's all I can say.
But, you know, what about Lacazette? How does he feel about that?
Fault.
Record signing in the summer?
Yeah, you've got to be asking questions there about Lacazette's future in the starting lineup, I think.
Is he the new Shamak? That's what they're saying. But yeah, it had a bit more excitement than I was expecting.
3 games
it was
to
a good
4,
transfer
Cambridge
deadline
lead.
day. Very good. Cambridge lead 4-3. First to 8 games.
Sounds like I'm not the worst anymore. Some sumptuous tennis here.
Shenkman to K, the other two players are spectators.
15 love.
Don't think he was too happy with that one.
Nope.
So how are you feeling about the upcoming varsity match?
The real tennis varsity match, I mean.
Yeah.
Excited. Excited, should be a great couple of days. At the home of cricket.
Indeed. Oh.
15 all.
A few of your old mates there.
Old WG Grace, nice to see him.
You played at Lord's?
I played on the nursery ground.
What was that?
That was an anniversary match between Tunbridge and Clifton to mark the anniversary of the First World War. Clifton beat us, unfortunately. A good rest.
30-15.
Evan's been annoyed with himself at the net. Just find at the net, it's very easy to fall asleep. Yeah, you're watching your man at the back do the business, and then suddenly the ball's hit at you. It's like, what? Maybe that's just me. Craig high again. Where's he going there? Winning?
Still a good shot from Ed.
Oh, dug by Ed. What a shot. One job, Shenkman.
The ghost has drifted past Schenkers. I don't know, he's actually speechless.
40-30.
For the first time ever, as I'm reminded from the crowd.
Well, that's dangerous. Just up. Oh. Just got it out under the winning. Oh, Evans.
40-30.
I'm not sure that's what he went for, but it was close to going in.
40-30 receivers lead, Hazard second.
Hazard second as the chase.
Juice.
I think Evans a bit disappointed with that one. Both again. That's K. Winning. There it is.
Service advantage.
Advantage to Radley.
Just misses the timbre. Great volley by Ed. And Evans
Game.
are
It's tight to the
straight
back wall.
down the back wall.
4 games all.
4-all.
4.
It's a game here.
4-all.
Of course, the winner of this will win the match. Both singles shared. That's a get and a half by Evans. Do you have any idea what the
15 half.
stitched on RJS on Robert's shirt is?
I do, Jimmy. It's Robert's own brand of clothing.
Oh. Oh dear.
And so he prepared a patch and wrote his initials on it, and his mother very kindly stitched it
Very
on.
love.
So he's taken inspiration from the RF from both Roger Federer and Rob Fahey, and he's gone for a slightly different take. He's gone RJS. Could take off in the future. I
40
think.
love.
So he's put his own initials on his top. Well, what will we see next in this game?
First gallery, 40 love.
There's a whole strategic thing here. The audience is unaware of it. Ed's very keen to win the MVP to get the free racket. He's not this student next year. He feels an instinct.
Yeah.
40 love, first gallery, receivers lead.
Oh, hello. Bando. And in
5-4, Oxford lead.
Peter continuing to call the opposition Oxford, when indeed it is Radley. A small blemish on his exemplary marking record.
I think we'll let that one go, actually. He's done such a good job.
15 love. $15 all.
Wow. Ed can't believe what he's done there.
30-15.
Great power.
He's gone for a lawn tennis smash.
Fault.
And it's somehow flown into the grill.
This one. Yeah, it wasn't cross court.
40-15. Fault.
Evans can't quite get the serve going.
That's Campbell.
30-40.
That is Campbell-esque, that volley.
It's ropey.
To the base of the net. Couple of bounces.
That's a lot better.
Goes to the tennis smash again. Oh,
Hazard better than half a yard.
Craig pleased with his judgment that time, and Peters.
It was a great volley from Alex as well. It was going. I think it was in the gallery when he volleyed
Fifth and
that.
half. 30-40. Receivers lead. Hazard better than half a yard. Yeah, receivers lead.
What a volley that is.
Five games all.
Yeah. They have tried to target Evans a little bit.
5-all. We've really got a game going on here.
That way. 15, love.
Shout out to those
15 all.
Shout out to those 4 viewers, the 3 of which are outside the building. Shout out to Simon Cooper.
Hasn't worse than
if
the
you're
yard.
still with
15
us.
all.
Had his first real tennis lesson yesterday and fascinated to watch Ed K via the online stream. He thinks he's got most of the rules. I have to say, Simon, it's not the standard you'll see if you come down to the club 99% of the time.
Thank you. 30-15.
Craig giving up the stroke there. Definitely hit that one.
Good sportsmanship that. I don't think Peter quite saw it.
Tough one to see is the marker at the net there.
Oh yeah.
That's the kind of you have to rely on. You have to rely on the players.
Mm-hmm.
That's in. Good volley.
30 all.
Great exchange between Evans and Shenkman there. Shenkman coming out on top.
Worse than the door.
Craig not too happy with that one. Just hit the net post and popped over.
30 all. 2 chases. Hazard worse than the yard. Worse than the door.
Go, boys.
30 all. Hazard worse than the yard.
Hazard worse than the yard. 30 all.
Fault.
Craig doing a full teapot for us.
$40-30 worse
K with the
than
cheeky
the door.
lob. I think that's what he went for. He'll certainly claim it later.
Fault.
Peter with a Matrix style duck out of the way there as Shenkman bins it in the bottom of the net.
6-5. Cambridge lead.
6-5 to Cambridge. Serve up Evans.
Jimmy, tell us about your recent trip abroad.
I was lucky enough to pop over to Australia. There was some sport going on. I think it wasn't too important.
It's pretty
Not up.
one-sided.
Worse than 3.
So we're at the G in Melbourne. Rescued a draw there. Saw Ali Cook get a double century. And then the SCG, I think the less said about that, the better. A good experience, but
Hasn't been half a yard.
watching Mitchell and Sean Marsh batter us around for 2-3 hours was painful viewing, must be said. We also stopped off on Hong Kong on the way. We've got a friend out there. Shout out to Everest. And Peter Judge in Vanuatu. So really went for it, really.
Yeah, why not? Why not?
Yeah. So
Level worse than 3.
didn't get up to much tennis, but did get a game in Melbourne. Yeah, managed to get a game. Came back with the exclamation mark, which was nice.
I love a W exclamation mark.
I played pretty well. I then lost those points when I played Doyley
15
at
up,
Lords.
hazard, bed and half a
Doyley.
yard.
In what can only be described as a hackathon. It was very unpleasant. I can only imagine. Ooh.
Here's your point. Hit the net. 15
I
all.
don't know if Craig is
Fault.
taking the mick or he actually didn't know where that went.
Robert just pointing to his clothing brand on his top. So he looks into the marker's box.
30,
He's gone
15.
for a bit of rackets there. So how much of your game edge do you think is based on rackets?
Out of court, 40, 15.
85%.
It's 85. Is it coming down?
It's coming down, but it does mainly revolve around boasting and leaving everything to the back wall.
Oh, Evan's nice and alive for that
30,
one.
40.
And the rackets mentality on court, which is to blow up and erupt if anything doesn't go your way.
Game.
Exemplified by Robert there as he
7-5,
shouts
Cambridge lead.
at the court.
Claims it wouldn't have had happened on any other court in the world. I have to say, in Evans' defence, he does go for that shot and say if it does float in, it floats in. Oh wow,
There was a lot of topspin on that.
15 off.
Craig struggling to contain himself. Robert been sold by a big top spinner.
$15 all.
Cambridge boys confusing each other. It's been a bit of a comedy, 2 points. 15 all. Head really going for those volleys.
30, 15.
Crunching them. Cambridge 2 points away from victory. Oh.
30 all.
30 all. So how's the social scene treating you in Cambridge, Ed? Is it
It was very enjoyable, Jimmy.
everything you ever wish for?
Yeah, everything.
Hazard half a yard,
fault the
30
Cambridge
all.
nightlife.
What's it?
Well, it is a nice change, actually, going from the countryside.
What's your favourite night out here?
40, 30. Hazard, bed and
Probably
half a
say
yard.
spoons on Saturday
half
night,
a yard.
actually.
Saturday spoons.
Called Danger Spoons.
That is unlike any undergraduate I've ever heard of before.
But
Always a good night. Comes highly recommended.
I am prone to a Thursday night at Lola Lowe's. I've been with Robert Shenkman once before. There were rumours we
40,
might get this
30.
evening, but
Hazard,
when he lost,
half a
that was
yard.
off the cards.
Match point, Cambridge. How's it, chase? And Evans
Game,
has absolutely
set and
sold
match.
Shenkman there.
8-5 to Cambridge.
8-5 Cambridge. Take it.
Thank you.
Very good. Pleasure to commentate with you, Jimmy.
Well, what an evening we've had. It's been great viewing. Only capped by the appearance of our favourite marker, Peter Patterson.
Well marked, Peter.
Thanks to everyone who joined us. Thanks to Ed Hyde. Thanks to Craig Greenhalgh for joining on the commentary. I don't think we're going to get a game as good as that again for a while. Thanks to everyone for tuning in. We'll see you again next time at the home of Real Tennis.